Hello YouTubers. Well, it's been a bit of a funny week. I'm very tired, of course, after my visitors, but recovered now, and also recovered from a cold, so feeling okay again. But it seems to have been a repair week this week. First of all, the PC that I use all the time was getting a little bit confused, and certain things not working, but with the help of my son we've put that right. I suppose, like all of you, there's so many things keep getting downloaded and programs uninstalled and removed, and all sorts of files you delete that don't get overwritten, etc., etc. So it got itself a bit confused, but as I say, fortunately we've put that right now, and all is well. One of the things we had to do was to update the driver for the video card, and the problems that it had really was they were AVI files that were causing some problems. Anyway, and the other thing that we've been repairing is an old motorcycle of mine, because a friend of my grandson declares that he would like to learn to ride a motorbike, so we had to get it going. Well, it's a very old bike that I haven't ridden for about 5 years. I built it a long while ago when I was working on the neighbouring farm, and didn't like riding quad bikes, so built up this bike so I could ride something I was more familiar with, and used it to fetch in the cows for milking and herd the sheep about and stuff like that. So that was very nice to have him over, and we got that going, and once again it turned out to be an electrical fault, but anyway, that's going now. And I must tell you a little bit about him and his friends, because this is really, I hope, as the title says, in praise of youth. And of course I'm very proud of my own children and my grandchildren, and recognise all the wonderful qualities they've got. Well, he is now at an age when he's just finished his first part of his university, and all his friends are of the same age, and they are all gathering together. I don't know quite how many, I think maybe about 8 or 9 of them, gathering together to make arrangements to plan their trip to a remote part of Africa during their summer vacation, where they will be helping in the further building of a school, and entertaining the children there, etc., for quite a number of weeks. And of course, in order to be able to go, they've had to be working quite hard at boring jobs that they hate to raise the money to go. So of course one must praise that, and hopefully they'll all be coming over, or quite a number of them over, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, and that'll be great fun. And one of them, hopefully, we can teach to ride on this old motorcycle, and if they allow me to do any videoing of them, then I might be able to put something of that up on a future video. But I just do wish that the media would not publicise so much all the negative qualities of youth, because, as the case I've just cited, they are not alone. There are many young people who do things like this, and even if they don't, we've only got to look around YouTube to see the value of young people, how much ability they have, how much fun they have, how they're just nice ordinary people, and they are of course the norm. I'm sure there's far more old people who misbehave than young people, and young people grow up. So those of my few remaining faithful viewers will probably remember I put up a video recently of me spending time on a farm holiday. Well, that was with a young man who now has his own business, has a wife, has quite a nice home, who, when I knew him as a schoolboy, his behaviour left a lot to be desired, and I certainly wasn't able to influence him in change in any way, but he's matured, as they all do, into just a nice hard-working young man, and hopefully I hope there'll be a family soon. I don't know, but it's just an example, I think, of the goodness of youth, and of course that's my opinion, really. I haven't plotted this very well, have I, to make an argument, but I think you know what I mean. And so let's leave it there, and that's my opinion. And these young people are going to be the people who are going to be the scientists and the doctors and the politicians of the future, who are going to manage all of us old people. So I think we should give them great credit for their abilities, and all right, there will always be a few who are beyond hope, but they're a very, very small minority, and my hopes for the future are quite bright. So I will leave it there, and if I can get any filming of any of these young people who hopefully will visit me, then I'll let you meet them. So until next time, goodbye.